we got a puppy. I kind of want to work harder.
Yeah.
You're right. Just so I know that, something is depending on me. It makes me feel like I have to be more responsible.
Yeah.
Just with whatever I do and more efficient so I can maximize my time with my little puppy.
Mm-hmm.
I could see how if you're not fully prepared to take care of a puppy, I could see how it could put a strain on a relationship as well. It's like, why aren't you helping as much, or why am I the only one taking care of this pet? Or doing all the work. It's like it's fun to play with, but to take care of one and to try to properly train the pet, it's a lot of work
and patience too. It helps you practice working together for sure as a team.
Like, and it's a bonding experience.
Absolutely.
Too. It's like we work together, and then once, Latte accomplishes something, it feels so good. Like we did
High five victory.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Hi, welcome to the Magnetic Mismatch Show. This is Linda.
And this is Will, and welcome to a very special episode of our podcast. And I don't know if you can hear it in our voices, but we are dead tired.
This is the second take. I forgot my name. That's how tired I am.
If you guys are watching this on YouTube, you could see how Linda's she looks like just exhausted, right? Do you feel exhausted?
Yeah, I'm exhausted.
So tell them why we're so freaking tired.
We got a puppy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yay. And my tone changed.
And we're moving.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Right. I know we've been talking about it in the last couple of episodes. We made the announcement that we're moving out of our apartment, and we also gave a sneak peek that, we were going to get a puppy.
We were looking. But we didn't expect it to happen so soon.
So fast.
Yeah.
A spot opened up, basically.
Yeah. But we didn't want to say no to the opportunity. So basically, I have been reaching out to quite a few Boston Terrier breeders. And by the way, our little puppy has his own Instagram now. It's Latte the Bosty. And Bosty is spelled B as in boy, O-S-T-I-E.
Yeah, is it all one word?
Yes, and it's all one word. Latte the Bosty. His name is Latte because we love coffee.
In case you guys didn't know that already.
Yeah, but I've been reaching out to quite a few Boston Terrier breeders, and basically, most of them were telling me that I had to put in a deposit for 2022 puppies because most of them only breed a few times a year. And
so basically a year out, you have to put a deposit down.
Yes, 6 months to a year. Yeah, you have to put a deposit. And it doesn't guarantee you anything because I had reached out to one of the breeders, and they thought they were having puppies in August, but it didn't work out.
Yeah.
So you put in a deposit, it doesn't guarantee you a puppy.
Right. So for those people, it'll probably be next year, right? That they'll get, or maybe again. Who knows?
Who knows? Yeah. But we got really lucky. I had reached out to a breeder, and he told me initially that he didn't have any more puppies. They were all accounted for.
Yeah, they were all reserved, basically.
Yeah.
People had deposits already since 6 months ago.
Yeah, 6 months ago. Yeah. A minimum 6 months ago. Some of them had a deposit in before that. And he told me that he's taking deposits for next year, if anything. So, that's what we kind of agreed upon, but then...
And that's what we were expecting.
That's what we were expecting.
All right, I guess we're not getting a dog till next year.
Yeah, and then suddenly at nighttime around 11 o'clock, he sent me a text and he said, hey, a spot just opened up. One of his deposits, their family had an emergency. Mm. And they couldn't take on a puppy right now, so they agreed to move his deposit to next year.
Right.
and if I was interested
He could bump us up.
in a puppy.
Oh.
And he gave me the night to think about it. We thought about it, and we're like, we just felt like timing is never going to be perfect, or something is always going to happen.
Because we're in the process of moving out. We haven't moved out yet. So
yes. And so and technically we're not supposed to have a puppy here. But in all fairness though, we have mats and stuff, so the puppy really doesn't step on the floor, or so hopefully we don't get in trouble.
And we see plenty of people here
with puppies,
which we had no idea was happening.
Yeah.
I think they're pretty lax about it, to be honest.
Yeah. And we figured we only have like a week left. Right. So it's like, it's only 1 week, and, we keep a very close eye on our puppy to prevent any damages to the apartment. But so we thought about it. Timing will never be perfect. Something could happen, next year, and, we'll just keep postponing getting a puppy. And we've been talking about it for a very long time. So we decided, we said if the opportunity came, we were going to take it. And the opportunity is here. So we decided to move forward with our little puppy, Latte.
Yeah, he's so cute.
He is so cute.
Freaking cute. So there was like the breeder sent us a photo prior to us, making the trip out there, because we're to come meet up the breeder.
It's like 4 hours.
It's almost a 4-hour drive. And so it was going to be a commitment, right? So we wanted to at least see what does the litter look like, because we didn't even know what the puppy was going to look like, And so he sent us a photo. Probably had like 4 or 5 puppies.
5 puppies.
5 puppies. And you immediately knew which one you wanted.
Yeah, I did. I pointed to the puppy.
Yeah.
And it turned out, and this is by and keep in mind as well, this is by the order of the deposits. And I knew which puppy I wanted, and but when we got there, when it was our turn, there was only 2 puppies left.
Yep.
And it happened to be
yours was still there.
The one that I picked out in the photo.
Not the one I picked out, though. Mine was taken.
Yeah. But at least I got mine.
Oh, okay. And to be fair, that one that we have, Latte now, that was my second pick.
Yeah.
But don't tell Latte that, though.
I'll tell Latte that. No,
he was my first pick. He was my first pick. Yeah, dude, he's like so attached to you now. Yeah. It's like good and bad,
Yes.
But so we decided obviously to go for it. We went out there, made the trip. It was a long drive. And, we were probably the most afraid of the ride home because, from the puppy standpoint, it's a lot of stress. It's all new stuff,
Yeah. And we weren't sure how Latte was going to respond to the car ride, because it's 4 hours. It's pretty long. But I got so lucky. He slept almost the entire trip.
On your lap.
On my lap.
You got to hold him. You were a champ too.
Yeah. I was scared to move. I was just wiggling my toes so it doesn't fall asleep.
I really thought he was going to pee or poop on you.
I really did too, but he didn't. He was so good.
No, he was like, and he didn't make any sounds really.
No, he didn't whine or cry or anything. Yeah, it was just lying down the entire time. I mean, he got scared at some of the bumps, but it didn't last very long.
Yeah, while we were driving on the freeway, there were some like, small bumps and stuff, and he would wake up, right? Well, as he's falling asleep, and he was trying so hard to stay awake.
Yeah.
But he kept falling asleep.
Yeah. And what's so cool was that when we were there at the breeder's house, we met an Instagrammer, a puppy Instagrammer who also was picking up her precious puppy. I think she named it Petunia at the breeder's house. And it's so cool because now I know who, the family that Latte's sister is going to. So that's nice that we can connect that way.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah.
And there was another couple there too.
Yes, but I think...
Were they friends or...
Yes, I think they met on Instagram as well.
Oh,
they
that's
met
so cool.
in the puppy community.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited to joining the puppy lover community.
And you know what's hilarious?
They're so nice.
We didn't even think that this year we would actually get a puppy. Like we were saying earlier, that we were thinking about getting one for. We could talk about it like every
We've been
year,
talking about it for a while. Yeah.
but it just hasn't worked out. And we didn't want to leave, the puppy at home by itself if we didn't have time to be at home with it. So didn't feel like it was fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he did amazing the ride home. When
We were shocked.
Yeah, we were shocked. When we got home, he was starving. And I could tell he was starving because he's like at one point, probably like 30 minutes from home, he started trying to nip on my wrist. And I was like, what is this puppy doing?
Uh-oh, he's a biter.
Yeah, he's a biter. But I think he was just hungry. So we fed him, and then he was so calm. He just went to sleep.
So I thought we hit the jackpot with this puppy because I was like, oh wow, he's so well behaved. He's so chill,
calm,
right?
So calm.
He doesn't even make a sound. He's just relaxed. He's not jumping anywhere. And then what was funny was you found out his birthday.
It's 4/20.
I was like, oh, I see. That's why he's so chill and mellow, right? But yeah, and we thought that for sure. For all the whole ride back home,
And most of the day,
when he got home, no sound, didn't make a sound, just relaxed, just slept like a little, like all puppies do.
He
right?
just went into the crate.
Yeah, because they sleep like most puppies sleep like 18 to 20 hours a day.
Mm-hmm.
So we thought, oh, he's just sleepy. But then you fed him, right? He took his little nap, he woke up, and then that's when we were surprised.
We're like, oh no, the monster is out.
It's like Dr. Jekyll and Mrs. Hyde, right? Because all of a sudden his personality, or I don't know, he just got all energized, right? And he started like just running around, being playful. Now he wanted to play.
Yes, and then Will had to go pick up a pen because he was biting. He was trying to bite on some wires, and we got so scared.
On everything.
On
he was
everything.
Biting his crate.
Yeah.
Right? He was biting the wall. He's trying to bite the wall.
Yeah.
Obviously we had to stop him.
We stopped it immediately.
Yeah. He was trying to bite on like the metal legs on the sofa. Just anything. And we figure, why is he biting everything? I was like, oh, he's probably teething. Yeah.
But initially, he didn't know how to play with his toys.
Yeah, we got him some cool squeaky toys.
Yeah, one is a puppuccino and one is the coffee mug from Friends. And finally, after getting him excited for the toy, he latched onto the handle and he started biting on that instead. So that's
Thank
good.
God. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was good. That kept him preoccupied. But yeah, he had so much energy, and then like just. I don't know. We were tired. Like there was a long trip already, right? And then we didn't have lunch till almost dinner time.
Yeah, because we were trying to take care of him, making sure that he's comfortable.
He's set up first before.
Yeah, and so he found a way to entertain himself with the toy, so that's good.
Yeah,
and it's so funny because he's so energetic. He was running around, but then it's like he just crashes out of nowhere and he goes to sleep.
Yeah. So I think what's interesting too is like with this whole pet situation, obviously we're married and I think having a pet for us, it felt like the right time.
Yeah.
Right. That's why we kind of decided to move forward with it. But I feel like in the last 2 days since we've had him, like today's day 2, like I'm so glad we were able to work together and we weren't like yelling at each other the whole time, because it's so freaking hard. There's a lot of work and a lot of like waking up in the middle of the night. Oh, which by the way, tell him about what happened, at nighttime when he went to sleep.
So yesterday we only had a crate for him, and for his safety we closed the door. And at 3 a.m. He needed to go to the bathroom, number 2, and he was crying. So Will woke up, took him out. He went number 2. And then he wouldn't go back to sleep.
No.
And usually what we've learned from pet trainers is that it's best if it's in the middle of the night, let him go do his thing, put him back in the crate, and go to bed. Right. So he understands that it's not playtime.
Yeah.
It's do your business and go back to sleep. But he's a puppy, so he doesn't know what to do because at this point he's already awake. He doesn't know that he has to go back to sleep. So so naturally, what we should have done is just ignore him and let him fall asleep.
Right.
Right. Because we're trying not to give him attention when he's not behaving.
Right.
Because we don't want to encourage negative behaviors or bad behaviors. But the problem is we live in an apartment. So we didn't want noise control from our
Property manager.
manager,
and it's not fair to the
and
neighbors,
and the other tenants because we don't want to, because this is our puppy, not
Right.
theirs, so they shouldn't have to suffer.
Yeah.
So Will had to sit in front of the sofa that we had the crate and just stare at him so he knows that he's safe and someone is there, and he eventually fell asleep.
That was actually the second time. The first time was with all that energy, even when he went back into his crate, he wouldn't go to sleep, right? So I had to play with him for about 40 minutes before he would go to bed. And what's funny is you were awake too, but you were still in bed, right? So it was like, quote unquote, my turn. And even though we were making quite a bit of noise, you were so tired that you slept through that whole 40 minutes.
I did. I was so tired.
You didn't hear. He was like running around the room and just like trying to bite everything. Oh my gosh. Yeah. He was jumping everywhere. I was like, oh
and
no.
then and then at 5:30 in the morning he woke up again.
Yep.
So it's my turn.
Yeah.
I got up. He needed to pee now. So he did his thing, and then I put him back in the crate. He started crying. So I opened the crate again. I carried him. I gave him a little attention, and then I put him back in the crate, and he fell right back asleep.
I think it was like him just needing to get tucked into bed.
Yeah, or he wanted to be comforted.
Yeah, just soothe him to sleep.
But I get it. It's so stressful. I could only imagine how stressful it was for Latte yesterday. It was the first day at our house. Everything feels different, on his paws, right?
We're strangers, technically.
We're strangers to him still. He doesn't have his brothers and sisters next to him anymore, or his mom. Everything is just so scary to this little guy. So, but overall, we don't want you to think that he's a bad pet. He's so good.
He's so cute. That's the only thing that's saving him.
No, but he's so good. He's
really smart.
He's really smart. So, when we first brought him home, he was afraid because the crate is like about an inch off the floor,
and he's tiny.
He's tiny. He's only like 4.8 pounds right now.
8 weeks old, right?
Yes. Yeah. And so he was afraid to get out of the crate. So he had an accident in the crate because he was so scared. He peed on the bed.
His bed, not ours.
Yeah. His little bed, his little mattress inside the crate.
Right.
He peed inside there because he was standing. He wanted to go out to the pee pad, but he was afraid, so he had an accident. But then, we got him comfortable jumping out of the crate by giving him kibbles.
Yeah, and encouraging him.
It's okay to jump. He's not going to hurt himself.
Yeah.
And now he's a pro at jumping in and out.
God,
yeah. And then, we were every time he showed interest in the pee pad, we would reward him.
Right.
And we just did it a couple of times, and he's been going on that pee pad.
I know.
And he's been going number 1, number 2, middle of the night. We just did that one time, and even in the middle of the night, he went out to that.
Well, he would cry.
He would cry. We opened the crate, and he actually went on the pee pad.
Yeah, instead of in his own little crate.
Or a random corner.
That's true. He went on the pad.
He went on the pad. He knew that he had to go on the pad.
Yeah. So smart. And the funny thing is, we thought like, wait, is he potty trained? Did the breeder potty train him?
So I text the breeder.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm just curious. Did you potty train Latte? And the breeder's like, no, that's
our job.
No, he texts back. He was like confused. He goes, no, ... That's the new owner's responsibility. And I text him. I was like, okay, I was just curious because he only had one accident and he learned just from
Very fast.
from that one accident. And then the breeder texts back, that's great. And I was like, yeah.
and when he eats too, when you're feeding him,
Oh, he's so good.
he's actually really smart because you've had a dog before with your family had a dog, right?
Yeah.
2 dogs before. And when you fed them, what happened?
They jump on you. They
get so excited. There's no like control, right?
Yeah, it's very hard like to get them to listen. But then in all fairness, I was a lot younger and I
didn't know
like
better,
that I had to use just to show them that
you're the alpha dog.
I'm the alpha dog.
Yeah,
tribe. That you're gonna listen. But yeah, I was able to, like, even that one meal, impulse control, right? Like Latte wasn't jumping on me.
Mm-hmm.
When I was holding the bowl, he sat down
and he waited.
He waited for the meal, and right now I'm hand feeding him,
right?
Just because to create bonding and also to help with his nipping.
Yeah.
Because initially he was nipping us, but now he's
learned.
He's learned. He doesn't nip as much anymore, but to show him that he has to be gentle.
Yeah, we don't want that to become a bad habit as he gets a little older.
No. So I'm actually hand feeding him his entire meal right now. So that way he's gentle. He only uses his tongue and not his teeth to grab anything from us. So yeah, I mean,
yeah, it's so cute when he sits. He knows, like, because when he tries to reach for the food and he doesn't like wait, then we take the food away, right, to show him like that's
and wait
to wait.
Yeah,
and then he actually waits a little bit. He sees that the food's not coming, so he sits down and he gets it, right?
Yes.
So that's really, really good.
He gets it. He sits down and he sometimes even scooches back.
It's so cute. Yeah.
And waits. And then if I put my hand in front of his face, and I tell him to wait, he'll pause until I let it go.
Because that could be really hard for a dog, especially because it's so close. He could smell the food.
Yeah.
And you could tell he wants it
so badly.
So bad.
Yes. Yeah. And the other thing I'm teaching him is if I put a bowl down, he cannot just charge
with
at
food in it.
Yeah, bowl with food in it. He can't just run at the bowl. He has to wait until I say it's okay.
It's time.
Yeah, it's time. Yeah.
And he's also good about, so far at least, not leaving the room or following us out of the room when we don't want him to follow us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just to stay within the room or his area for now.
Yeah.
So we're trying to slowly get him acclimated to one room before we move him to the next kind of thing.
Yeah. And it's a good way because I want him to know that when there's a door, just for his safety in the future, when we start, because he's not fully vaccinated yet.
He's only got his first shot.
Yes. So we're not taking him outside to any dirt or any playground right now. He's just going to stay inside until he's fully vaccinated, just because we don't want to get him sick. But we're going to take him out, but he's going to have to be in a carrier to prevent him from getting sick. But my fear is if someone accidentally leaves the front door open, like at our house or whatnot, unintentionally, I don't want him to just bolt out.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good.
That would not be good. It's like for his safety. So now it's like I'm trying to teach him. So right now we have him inside our bedroom just because to help reduce the anxiety just for the first couple of days, and then we're gonna move.
He knows we're there.
Yes, and then we're gonna slowly move him out into the living room. But I'm teaching him that the door is a boundary.
Right.
Like he doesn't go out that door until I command him to.
Yeah, he can't just go as he pleases.
No, but he's really good. He'll sit
He'll wait by the doorway. Yeah. It's so cute.
Like, it's so cute. Like he's so attached to me that when I leave that door, he sits in front of the door and he waits for me.
We're like total dog parents now. It's like, he's so cute. He's so cute.
I know. I was telling Will, I'm like, maybe it's only to us. He's so cute. But you guys let us know.
Right. Yeah, please check out the photos. You're probably gonna your heart's gonna melt. He's so cute.
He's so cute. Well, to us.
Yeah. But it was funny because these last 2 days, it made me appreciate that you and I, from a relationship standpoint, that we have great communication, or it's not the perfect, right?
No.
And with this dog, it's all new, like our first pet together,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because before, with your family dog, your parents could help out a little bit, and they could help
And
out
they
with
did
that.
most of the watching.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, so you got to play with it more.
I just got to play with it. I didn't really have to do much.
And they didn't need certain types of training as much as Latte does with certain things, right? So
Because they were chihuahuas. They're like
Yeah.
pocket dogs. They
It's
they
so
don't
small.
yeah, they're not gonna grow as big as Latte.
Yeah.
And they don't jump. They can't jump like a Boston Terrier.
Right.
So with Latte, I feel like, or with any puppy.
Yeah.
Especially
They've got
because
so much energy.
yeah, yes. And especially with Latte, I feel like we have to train him really well.
Mm-hmm.
Just because he's gonna be around, a lot of people.
Yeah, and these dog breeds are very agile. They can jump very high. They're very animated, right?
Yes.
So
yeah,
build the good habits now.
yeah, and as soon as he's fully vaccinated, we're gonna enroll him into doggy training.
Oh, okay.
We are.
Okay. Yeah,
We're gonna start taking him to classes. I mean, just to like have them observe what we're doing. Is it correct?
Yeah.
Right? Or can we improve on how we're training our puppy? Because I'm not a pro.
No, and everything, it might sound like we know what we're doing.
No.
This is just the experience so far, trial and error the last 2 days, and a lot of YouTube videos, and talking to other people that own dogs.
Yes. So
we're still learning. So please don't take our advice.
No, don't take our advice. We are not professional trainers.
This is just what's working with us so far, and we're kind of learning as we go. So yeah, if you have a pet or you're a new pet owner,
don't listen to us.
Don't listen to our advice. You can verify it, obviously, because some things could work.
Yeah, but I mean, this is why, I would prefer to have someone who does this for a living, right?
To help out.
And evaluate us too.
Yeah.
Because I want to make sure that I am, optimizing how I'm training my puppy at home, because
train them the right way.
Yeah, we spend so much time with the puppy. The trainer can only do so much at that one session.
Absolutely.
Right? It's up to us to take what we learn at home and continue those trainings.
Yeah. But yeah, it makes me appreciate just that we work well together, right? And that we're willing to take turns. Or even if we don't take turns, we're not keeping score and saying, well, I already,
I already woke up.
I already woke up 3 times for Latte, and I changed his pee pad.
Yeah.
At 4 a.m., 3 a.m. So I'm glad that was the case, and we're still, like, even today, right? Like, I had to go do some errands.
Home Depot errands.
We still have stuff to do. Things don't just stop. And stuff for the house that we're moving into and all that. And so you had to stay home to be with this monster for a couple of hours. So it was nice to have that teamwork. And when we went to pick him up, it would have been a lot harder if it was just one person doing it. So yeah, just want to say I appreciate you, and that that we're doing this together, which is nice.
Yeah. And it feels nice to know that we can work through different challenges and obstacles, but it's so rewarding at the same time.
It better be.
Yeah, because I just feel like when he gets the trick, or like he gets the commands, it's like so exciting.
It's satisfying.
It's so satisfying, and because I only want the best for my little puppy, right?
Sure. Well, he's a part of the family now, right? So you want to give him the best and do what's best for him.
And there's so much to learn.
There is.
It's like, there's so many, I was watching so many YouTube videos and dog nutritionists on like optimal diet for your pet. And then I learned that there are so many types of dog insurance, which, by the way, we did opt into a health insurance. And, if you want to know why, or you want to know more information, then let us know. We'll be more than happy to share. But that's a long story, and it took a lot of research. And then also, the diet thing, we're still trying to figure it out on how we want to, approach his diet, whether it's going to be a kibble diet or a mixed diet with raw food or a pure raw. We don't know yet. We're just still kind of testing right now.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's good. And it's funny because I feel like you take it more seriously, obviously, right? Because he's our responsibility now. And it's like, you want to watch and learn and, provide the best for him. And so I find myself like watching a bunch of videos now just
Same.
randomly, or even when I was driving earlier, I'm like listening to some podcasts about pets. It's like how to best take care of your pet,
Yeah.
So
And it's nice too because I feel like, yes, we're tired with the added responsibility, but I feel like, only having him for 2 days, I feel like it's helped us become more time efficient.
yeah, you have to get stuff done.
Just because, we know that we only have a certain window when he's sleeping.
Right. Like right now,
he's sleeping.
we're recording the podcast because the little guy is knocked out. We fed him, we got him to run around and expend some energy and then let him sleep.
Yeah. And we did some training work with him.
Yes.
I feel like that exhausts him out like the fastest.
Yeah.
It's it's the training sessions.
Yeah, the mental work.
The mental workout, yeah. It exhausts him really fast, so that's good. So we got him to burn out some energy and he's knocked out. So we're recording in between. And then, like early in the morning, and late at night, I was like building our Home Depot cart, right? So you could do a curbside pickup. Like the day was very well thought out, and I wasn't wasting time like just browsing.
We don't have time to waste now.
Yeah,
it's kind of like we have to get stuff done, and this is the weekend, so I'm kind of like excited but nervous for the weekday because you'll be at work, pretty much out of the house, and I'll be at home with this guy by myself.
This monster.
So I need to make sure I'm like feeding him, but also like, doing my work too. I still have meetings and stuff like that I have to attend. So I'm hoping that he's going to behave for the most part. And I just have to try to figure it out, to make sure that he's knocked out by the time I jump on certain calls and stuff like that.
But it's not even that. Like we have to slowly
create independence too for him.
Because he can't just be so attached to us.
Of course.
That he can't.
So it'll be good.
Be alone because eventually,
he's
gonna gonna be alone for a couple hours. Eventually, we can't just be by his side all the time. Yeah.
It's not healthy for him.
No, it's not.
Yeah. So one of my friends, I told them about us getting the pet, and he asked like, so what made you guys decide that you want to, get a pet now of all times? What would the answer be for you?
I think, eventually we were talking about having kids one day, right? And I just feel like this is a good practice.
Yeah, it feels like it's a kid, right?
To being a pet parent.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And for me, it's like, I don't know. I've always wanted a dog. You know that. I've always talked about it. But I think it's just like, it's so nice, like just to have a loyal companion and somebody to play with. Like, I don't know if I'll really be as consistent as I imagine in my head, but I told you that, a lot of times I'm at home and, with my work, we sit a lot, right? Or if I'm driving, I'm sitting, and I want to be able to have a little bit more regular exercise, not just gym. Like we'll do our exercises every day too, but a lot of the day-to-day stuff, our work that isn't very active, you know what I mean? And so I think having the dog, having Latte, he needs to be walked when everything is safe and we can go out and all that, or played with, like exercise and stuff like that. His energy is gonna carry over too, and it's gonna spill over and then force me to be more active as well. And I think that's gonna be really good for us,
And I'm so excited just to be part of a doggy community, like a pet owner community.
That's so exciting.
Like I just feel like it's like such a loving community that I'm so excited to be part of.
Yeah, absolutely. Connect with other pet owners or dog owners. And meet up, and you'll have like social events. Yeah, it'll be really fun.
It'll be
I'm
so
excited
much
for
fun. Yeah, that and then I feel like that'll help my personal growth too, because sometimes I could be a introvert a lot of times, and I'm like shy to meet new people.
So this is an easy way to
Easy way for me to meet like so many other pet mom and dad.
Yeah.
It's like so nice. Like so I'm excited for that, and then also the other thing is that I think with having a little puppy now, um, a part of me, it sounds weird, but I kind of want to work harder.
Yeah.
You're right. Just so I know that, something is depending on me, because I know you don't depend on me. Right. But
Don't?
well, you know
I'm
what I
just
mean.
kidding.
Yeah. Well, like you'll be fine on your own, but I know the fact that something is depending on us, it makes me feel like I have to be more responsible.
Yeah.
Just with whatever I do, and more efficient, so I can maximize my time with my little puppy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's like the additional consequence. Like, what am I? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's the unintended consequence, or maybe it is intended. I don't know. It's the ancillary benefit of owning a pet is that
Yeah.
it helps within the relationship for us. Like we were saying, being more efficient, being more. There's a fire under your butt, right? Okay, I gotta get stuff done.
Mhm.
And I want to get more stuff done so that I could spend more time with this little guy, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's how parents feel, right? With babies and stuff like that. And we're eventually going to get there. But this is a nice like stepping stone, towards that.
Yeah, and also the other thing is that I know this may sound crazy, but when we brought home Latte yesterday, and when he was sleeping, it forced me to relook at my finances to make sure that his new pet insurance is covered for, that I'm setting out small chunks of money just in case if he gets sick, to cover for his deductible or anything past his
Wow.
his copay, his deductibles, right? Just to make sure that we have fundings for that. And also like how much and then yesterday when we got home, I went to a pet store to look at my options of what to feed him, and what does that look like financially too,
Right.
and what does that look like for his health if we decide to go that route, and what's the benefits, right?
Yeah.
So it kind of forced me to evaluate and maybe cut back on certain stuff or that are not important, like subscriptions I haven't used in like 2 years. I'm like, oh, that could go to Latte.
Yeah. So do you think it's like, when couples have or decide to get a pet, do you think it's similar to like almost like that decision of having a kid?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's
Like similar, right? It's not
but
at the same
there's
level,
no
of
way.
course, right? Like a baby's a baby,
Baby's a baby's a
There's
human.
always going to be, more there.
Yeah.
But there's some similarities for sure,
there is,
right? You
absolutely.
have some
Because
similar emotions.
Yes, because you have someone relying on you, and that you love it so much that you're like, I'm gonna
Mhm.
try to protect it at any expense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you think it's a good idea? Should every couple listening just go out and get a pet then?
No, don't do that. I really think that before you get a pet of any sort, right? It could be a dog, a cat, a lizard, whatever it is. It's best for you to do extensive research on what you're getting into.
Yeah, you have to really, even us, like we did research, but you really don't know until you actually get into it that it's way more work than you think. It's
Yes.
way more money than you think.
Yes.
Right? It's more expensive.
But what I'm trying to get at is I think you should be very mindful of your lifestyle.
Yeah.
Because I know that especially with the pandemic, from what I've heard is that a lot of people are were getting pets, right? Because they were at home, but then now when things are opening up, a lot of people are abandoning their
That's
pets.
so sad.
That is so
That's
sad,
messed
and
up.
I'm like, I think we just need to be more mindful and more responsible in that sense.
Yeah.
Or from what I've heard too, because we were looking to adopt a
Right.
Boston Terrier.
That was our first choice.
That was our first choice, is to adopt, but we really wanted a puppy.
Well, it was very hard to find a Boston Terrier
Yes, it was
puppy.
so hard. And even like just regular Boston Terriers, like
Yeah.
by the time you reach out, they're already adopted, which I'm so happy for them.
Right. That they found a home.
Yeah, I'm glad. It doesn't have to be us as long as they, find themselves
A loving family.
A loving family. Then, yes. But the reason why we didn't just decide to adopt another puppy for us, for at least our first pet together, is because we, did extensive research and we found that the Boston Terrier just fits our lifestyle the best. So this is why, instead of adopting, we decided to pick a responsible breeder.
Right.
Right. It wasn't just anyone having Boston Terrier for sale. Like we were very careful on
ask a lot of questions.
Yeah.
How do they breed the dog? Because you don't want to get a dog from an irresponsible breeder or someone that is doing, it's like a puppy mill, right? They're doing it for the cash, which is not good. It's not for the puppy's benefit. They don't feed them well or train them. I mean, not train them well, but like give them good living conditions, right? It's not the best in that sense.
Yeah, this is why we opted for an AKC registered breeder, even though it's not.
What's AKC?
It's like
American Kennel Club, right?
Yeah, they basically monitor how and encourage breeders to breed responsibly.
Yeah,
I think there's and the Boston Terrier Club of America too.
Boston Terrier Society.
Oh, Society. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so that one also monitors like how the breeders are breeding the Boston Terrier, and there's criteria that they do have to meet.
Yeah, so that way they have a certain accreditation or certification or something,
and
right?
some responsibility
to prove that hey, we can prove that we've done it the right way, the proper way.
Yes,
right?
Even though it's not, maybe it may not be a perfect system, but at least it's something.
Yeah, there's another layer of protection there.
Yeah.
So I think having a pet is awesome. But exactly like you said, you got to know your situation. That's why we held off for so long, because we knew that we couldn't give the time and attention that the pet deserves. Right now, I'm working pretty much at home full time since I'm not meeting people in person right now. I'm still doing Zoom, and it's been working very well. So I don't feel bad if we have a pet, because I know I'm home. I can take care of it, right?
Yeah.
When you're out of the house.
And we live closer to our parents too.
Right.
So
if
worst case,
us,
if we're busy and we know we're going to be away for a long time, we know that someone can babysit our little Latte. It's not like Latte's going to be alone.
Right. Yeah, so it's a big decision, right? Like as a couple, if you're gonna make that decision to get a pet,
it's life changing.
Yeah, you got to think from that standpoint of, are you ready to have one? Can you take care of it? But also, and then it's like, can you afford to do so? Because it's more, it does cost money, right? And it's not just the initial purchase; it's also the ongoing expenses. Like pet food it's not cheap.
No, it's not cheap.
Those pee pads, they go through them fast.
Yes. At first I was like, why do I need 100 of these? And now I just
in one pack,
and now I just purchased 150 of them.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And then like all these toys, and then all the shots, right? And the vet exams. It
adds up.
It adds up very fast. The crate. The mattress. Oh my gosh.
So I think if you're listening and you have a spouse or a partner, definitely talk to them first. Don't just come home with a puppy.
Surprise a puppy.
Surprise. Happy birthday or anniversary or something. And then it's like,
I could see how if you're not fully prepared to take care of a puppy, I could see how it could put a strain on a relationship as well.
Yeah. What do you think can happen? I mean, it can probably it's like if one person's ready for it, but the other person's not, it definitely can cause arguments.
Yes. And tension. It's like, why aren't you helping as much, or why am I the only one taking care
Doing
of
all
this
the
pet, or doing all the work. It's like or no,
Because it's
no,
fun. When it's fun,
no. When it's cute, it's like, but
it's
when
fun to play with.
it's fun to play with, but to take care of one and to try to properly train
Mm-hmm.
the pet, it's a lot of work.
And patience too.
Yes.
You get frustrated.
And then and also we had to work through, okay, what are we gonna do? Because
And we have to be on the same page,
yes,
right?
consistency is key, right? I know you and I, we've been watching a lot of YouTube videos, but you're watching someone else and I'm watching. So we
Dog
had,
whisperer.
so then you and I had to agree, okay, what are we gonna do for this trick,
Right.
or this command? Like, what words are we gonna pick?
Otherwise, it's going to confuse the heck out of Latte.
Yes.
I'm saying one thing, you're saying another thing. Or it could be like we want him to sit, for example, if you're telling him
down,
right, like some other
something.
command, right?
Yes.
Then he's going to get confused.
Yes.
And he won't know and it won't stick.
Yes. So then we have to be consistent, and then we have to remind each other, oh, you forgot to say yes, right? Yes, after he does
a good
behavior.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like an acknowledgement that he's doing well.
So we're learning a lot.
We're learning so much.
But is it rewarding? Is it worth it?
It is. Like those puppy eyes, and just like you can tell how much he loves you. It's like, oh my God, it melts your heart.
Like when he does a bad behavior, like a nipping, or he I don't know, just does something like, so he picks up his water cup and he throws it and just spills all the water everywhere. Then he just stands there and he looks at you because he messed up.
Yes.
Right? That guilty look, but then he's so cute that you can't even get mad at him.
Yes, but you can't. But it's hard because you have to hold back and not just encourage him, going, oh my God, that is so cute.
Right.
In your heart, it's cute, but it's not going to be cute when
damn, that was cute, but I can't show him what I'm thinking.
Yes, exactly. You still have to be stern with him.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
Otherwise, he's going to control you.
Yes. But he's got so like in the afternoon when Will was at doing running errands.
Yeah.
I wore a long sleeve, and I was purposely like encouraging, like not encouraging him, but like, in ways where I know he would nip me. So I was like working on preventing him from nipping me. And I think he's gotten better.
Yeah.
Right? He hasn't been nipping that much anymore.
Yeah. So he's making some improvements.
So after an hour of like, training him not to nip, like constantly repeating it, it's like, I think he's starting to starting to register that he cannot just nip us.
Yeah. I think what's cool too is that from our relationship standpoint, it'll be nice that we can go on like walks and stuff with him together, or I don't know, take him out when he gets all his shots, Like it'll be kind of cool. It's a cool bonding experience too. It is. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, and I can't wait for us to wake up in the morning and maybe do a walk with Latte, and just like have a structured like family time.
Right. That'll be like
help.
Family time together.
And then it helps you and I
quality
have like
time.
Quality time together too.
Yeah. Just again, add it in there, and that'll help our relationship too, strengthen our relationship. So, okay. Any final takeaways, maybe for people out there thinking about getting a pet, or I don't know. I would love to hear about other people that might have had a puppy or do have a puppy now, and what their experience
tips
with.
they can give us.
Oh, please send that our way. Let us know.
All I can say is just plan.
Yeah, and have patience.
Have patience, and like just make sure that you're picking and you did your due diligence, right, by picking the right breed. Please don't just pick one because they're cute, because it may not fit your lifestyle.
Some have health issues that are more prominent. I mean, they all have something, right?
No, that's true, because the Boston Terrier has a lot of spinal, eyes, and breathing issues.
Yeah.
But this is why the AKC and Boston Terrier Society requires they do genetic testing, DNA testing of the parents. Like they need to have their DNA, I think, registered, and then they have to do genetic testing.
Yeah.
Before they can breed, to help reduce those health issues. Right. And then also, so that's one. It's important for you to realize what kind of health issues your pup your puppy is prone to have.
Right.
Because then it's like that way you can research on, okay, what are breeders doing to minimize these health risks?
Yeah.
What are they doing to prevent it from happening in the first place?
So the puppy can have a long, healthy,
Exactly.
happy life.
Yes.
Right?
And then also like the other thing is energy level. Are you the type that loves to go hiking?
Mhm.
Right? If you love to go hiking, then getting like a chihuahua, that's not going to do, that's not going to be your dog. But if you're a homebody and you get something like super active,
Yeah, it might not match.
yeah, like a German Shepherd, right? It's like,
well, it wouldn't be inside, but yeah, I know what
but
you're
you know,
talking about.
you have to
Walk it,
yes,
or
and
you
let
don't
it
have time to walk it.
burn,
Then,
yes, and burn off the energy.
Oh, otherwise
right?
it's gonna tear up your house.
Yeah,
for sure.
exactly. And or it's not fair to the puppy either,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
It's
the
like
dog needs that.
you want your puppy to live and to be happy, like
Yeah.
just a happy, healthy life, a balanced, happy, healthy life. And then about account for cost,
Right.
whether it's if you do your research, if you want health insurance, right, there's a cost to that. Or some people I know, they just put money aside every month, right, and they're banking on their puppy not getting sick early on and only for later ages, and that money should cover it. Whatever way you want to do it. And then how much food may cost, vaccinations. And then some people, if they're really busy and they want a pet, like daycare can add up very fast too, if they don't have anyone to help them take care of their pet.
Yeah, so you just really need to think it through and really put some thought into it, because this little puppy or whatever pet that you get, they're counting on you, right?
Yeah.
And you got to be the alpha of that tribe, right? And be able to provide for that. So I think that's important.
Yes.
pretty important stuff. And for us, it was funny because we narrowed down the breeds to 2, right? And it was a hard decision, but
they're so cute.
Yep, we narrowed it down to the Boston and the Frenchie, the French Bulldog.
Yeah.
But the French Bulldog seemed like it was very, very chill.
Yes.
I don't know. I could be wrong, but I don't know.
But that's what people were making it sound like.
Yeah. Every time I see a Frenchie, somebody's like carrying it in like a swaddle or something.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and it's not only that, but
there were other reasons, of course, right?
Other reasons,
but they're so adorable though too.
Yes, but the nice thing about a Boston Terrier is that they are part bulldog too.
Yeah.
Right. So I guess we get the best of both worlds.
Yeah. Yeah. So either way, like you were saying before, find the dog if you are planning on getting one and it makes sense for you and all that. That matches, your lifestyle, because that's pretty important.
And your partner's lifestyle. If you have
partners,
If you have a significant other, please do consider their lifestyle.
You might want to talk to them first.
Yes, and plan it out, right? And then plan your schedule out.
And it could be really good.
Yeah, it's really good because I think it encourages teamwork.
Yeah. It helps you practice working together for sure as a team.
Like, and it's a bonding experience.
Absolutely.
Too. It's like we work together, and then once, Latte accomplishes something, it feels so good. Like we did
High five victory.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. And you're going to take some awesome family photos together. So I'm excited for those too.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I didn't think we were ever going to do like a dog episode or a pet episode.
Same.
Especially since we mainly talk about relationships on here. But it's a relationship to our pet, right?
It is. And to each other.
To each other, yeah.
Yeah, and how we're handling, something that it's new. It's scary to us.
Yeah. And a lot of couples do want to have pets. So, it's kind of a good conversation in that regard.
Yeah.
So, okay. Anything else? Yeah? Last words? No? Okay, well, we hope you guys enjoyed this special episode. We wanted to kind of keep you guys in the loop, let you know what's happening in our lives. We hope this didn't bore you. You'll probably hear us talking a little bit more about Latte, our new co-host in this podcast.
Yeah.
On these, we'll have more funny stories and stuff like that, I'm sure.
Yeah, and make sure you show Latte some love by stopping by his Instagram page at Latte the Bostie.
Bostie. Yes. On Instagram. And of course, as always, follow us on Instagram at Magnetic Mismatch. And our YouTube videos are available as well. So check us out on there, subscribe. And of course, our podcasts are on all of the audio platforms. You can mainly find us on Apple Podcasts, so you can leave a review and a 5-star rating there too.
Yep. And make sure you tune in to our podcast every Thursday because that's when we release a new episode. And until next time,
Bye,
bye.
guys.